Today is the culmination of 18 months of hard work by the PTC and the steering group which created it. Many of you were here 12 months ago when the PTC held its launch event, and we heard then from our brave community inspirers. That is the term which those in poverty have chosen for themselves, and how very appropriate it has been. As you will soon hear, they have indeed each inspired many to make change. These special people courageously decided to share their personal experiences with us all. And it is thanks to all of them that we're here today. So following that launch event 12 months ago, we met as the PTC in what was a very different atmosphere from what I'm used to. They asked me to chair an event with no boardroom table, no papers, no minutes. We sat round in a circle and all treated each other as equals.
When I first became involved in the PTC, one of my biggest passions was to become involved in a nationwide lobby group to tackle poverty, with the other PTCs around the country on board. This will now be happening. This is a really rewarding achievement, and I'm very, very excited about the possibilities. As an outcome from the benefits subgroup, which you'll hear about more in detail later, I had the chance to speak at the House of Commons. This has been really empowering. Also, the result of progress made in the mental health group, I've taken part in advocacy training for Turning Point, which means I'll be an advocate for people who suffer with mental health and addiction problems. As mentioned, I chose to work with the benefit system and the person-centred subgroups, and within these I took the role of co-chair as the person-centred subgroup, where I've really enjoyed the experience and gained lots of skills. So all in all, very rewarding year, and a year that I believe real progress with tackling poverty has been made.
When I was first asked to be part of the West Cheshire Poverty Truth Commission, my main objective was to, if not eradicate, then significantly reduce the key drivers of poverty in and around West Cheshire. I felt that as Director of For Housing, I can affect positive change. Not by listening to another government body or reading another report, but by listening, and I mean truly listening to those people who experienced poverty firsthand. Does what we do put more milk in people's fridges? It's so simple. But ultimately the fundamentals of what we as a commission are trying to achieve. And more, it's the fundamentals of what housing associations, third sector, charitable organisations and ultimately the council are trying to achieve. So, has West Cheshire Poverty Truth Commission in its first year achieved this? In all honesty, probably not. Yet. If we continue to deliver on the ambitions of West Cheshire Poverty Truth Commission and embed them in our organisations, the organisations within this room, we cannot help but to impact positive change to the residents of West Cheshire.
Henry and I now have a great working relationship, and I certainly feel on the same level. We even have a laugh at some of the things he would often say in meetings. After the first DWP subgroup meeting, I had to ask him, just what is low-hanging fruit? It's true. And when he said, it's things that we can do quickly and easily, and I said, well, why don't you just say that then? And I lost count of how many times he had to get his ducks in a row.
On GP engagement, we have developed new links with the Cheshire clinical commissioning groups, but we have also worked more closely with GP practices. It became clear from the benefits subgroup that GP engagement was something we should be prioritising. And we'd like to thank Claire for linking us and the department up with the Cheshire CCG representatives. It's extremely important that the NHS and DWP work together to support people back into employment.
Trying to make change happen, because in the end, poverty isn't about what you've got, the material things, it's how you feel about yourself and about each other.
You're right. And we just need to continue to work together to make lasting change.
Because we've all pulled together, because we care about each other, we've connected with each other, communicating together, and we want to continue to work towards a better future.
I've also had opportunities I never thought would become available, from co-chairing with the PTC, advocacy training, attending decision-making meetings and workshops, being part of the National PTC gathering in Leeds, and being interviewed for the Sunday Politics show.
If you agree with the statements in the pledge that you've just heard, would you be bold enough to stand up?
We are part of the Community Inspirers, the PTC. What an amazing experience, I think we all can agree. My whole life I never imagined I would be on the news, the BBC. I tell you what though, the amount we drunk in coffee and tea, causing endless trips to the toilet, needed a pee. Returning back to resume our positions in guiding others to see what we see. But on a serious note, there was no other place I would rather be, as everybody simply accepted me for me. This time last year, it had only just begun. Although very serious, I didn't realise it would be this much fun. I felt I was part of something massive, even when the weight of the world felt like a ton. A wonderful bunch of people were there to see me when I won. Okay, so then we had a new member of the PTC, Baby, to join the crew. Everyone accepted him and enjoyed the puddle and coo. He became a part of the meetings, he was involved in the process too. He even enjoyed his first trip to the zoo. Finally, it's only took me months to think of what to write, to turn my negatives into something bright. All these people were a spark to my light. I shall be sad to see this come to an end. But one thing for sure, we all made a friend. So to all I met on the way and those in need, love, light and peace I send.
I am extremely pleased to be able to announce that funding for a second commission has been approved. We're absolutely determined to help every single resident of Cheshire West and Chester fulfil their potential, to see the whole of our borough thrive. And I'm convinced that the opportunity we now have to continue the work of this Poverty Truth Commission is one that will make a significant, positive difference to everyone's lives.
The Poverty Truth Commission has been probably one of the best things I as a councillor have been involved in my role on the council. It's so important to hear the voices of people that don't usually get heard, that we've given them a chance to speak about the issues that have really mattered to them, and that we can now try and make some changes and improve their lives. I think ending poverty, reducing inequality is so important. It affects everyone and we must do all that we can to try and change that. But the only way we can do that is by listening to people who are really experiencing poverty. So this whole event's been fantastic. I'm really glad we're going to carry it on and have a second commission, and I'm really looking forward to what that will bring.
I've gone into permanent full paid work, which has been directly as a result of being involved, particularly with Henry on the subgroup for benefits system, and I'm so thrilled to hear that the Poverty Truth is going to get a chance to have another second Poverty Truth Commission.
It's been absolutely brilliant today at the PTC event. I've been personally really inspired by what I've heard from the community inspirers and everything that they've achieved over the past 12 months. So I'm really excited that it's going to carry on for another 12 months and look forward to being involved.
So it went really well today. I'm Katie Goldstraw from Edge Hill University, the Institute for Public Policy and Professional Practice. We've been working with the Poverty Truth Commissioners and the community inspirers to build capacities and participatory workshops and to help them build the learning into their experience as they've developed the commission. We've created this briefing paper as part of the project work, and it draws out some of the key learning from the Poverty Truth Commission and really focuses around the fact that it takes time to build relationships, to build confidence. It's difficult working across different health and police and social care boundaries, but the power of stories can really kind of enact culture change, and I think for me today that's been in evidence in abundance, because enacting culture change and actually starting to listen to the voices of people with real experiences of using services and experiences of poverty is a really important way to actually rethink how policy and practice are changed. So I think that's been the real value of today, and the opportunity to share it with so many policy and practice practitioners.
My name's Anne Boyd. I'm Chief Exec of an organisation called Active Cheshire, and I've been involved in the Poverty Truth Commission as a civic leader. It's been a real honour to participate in this adventure really and learning journey, and I guess I just wanted to share that it's been a heartwarming educational experience for everybody. I don't think there's anybody within the team that has not changed and been inspired. So the community inspirers, well done, because you are inspirational. But thank you for teaching us something about how life is on the ground. Thank you.
Today I think has gone really well. I'm really proud of everyone, and I hope the next lot of people who join the PTC can keep that change going. It's been brilliant.
Hi, I'm Ellie McFarlane from Brio Leisure. Today's been the most inspiring event possible to me. I've been part of the journey of Poverty Truth Commission since its inception 12 months ago. We deliver leisure activity across the borough, and it's been so inspiring to see some of the outcome around how physical activity can contribute to that across the piece.
It was a success. It's just really interesting, you know, to hear what the Poverty Truth Commission is doing for local people in poverty. I just think it was heartwarming, moving, and just a really enjoyable day.
I found today really exciting in the sense that people have shifted and changed. You can actually see people have developed and become different people. And that's not just the community inspirers, because I don't think 12 months ago we would have seen David Briggs wearing a t-shirt over a shirt. So all of us have become different people. And one of the things I think it's given me is a sense that actually we have to take these messages back to our agencies, and it gives us confidence to do that and say there's more of a story here than we imagine. And we need to shift and change if we're going to meet people where they are. And I think that's what the day has really summed up for me.
It's been an amazing experience to be the chair of the Poverty Truth Commission, and sadly we haven't eradicated poverty, but I think we have made a start in a number of directions to make sure that those in need get treated with respect and dignity, and that we are beginning to connect up all those services which exist to help people in need. The system of our 21st century world is just so complicated. Even if you are well, both mentally and physically, and well educated, it's still hard to find the services that are there to help. And what I think we have started to achieve here in Cheshire West is a way to provide the information in an understandable manner so that those in need can really connect with the services that exist to help them.